Hey everyone, I'm Pamela, and this is my story. I grew up with my grandma in a small house in town. I always wondered where my parents were. Grandma would tell me stories, saying they were working far, far away, and that one day they'd come back for me. But as the years went by, they never did. By the time I turned 18, I had almost given up hope, focusing instead on my dream of becoming an actress. One afternoon, everything changed. I was walking home when I saw a film crew on the street. My friend from drama club was supposed to be in the scene, but she suddenly got sick. The director was panicking. They were behind schedule. My friend saw me and her eyes lit up. "Pamela, help me. Can you take my place? It's just a small role." This was it, my first real chance. I said yes without a second thought. The director reluctantly agreed. It was just one scene, but I poured my heart into it. "Cut, that was great," he yelled. "One take and done." And then the famous actor, Mark, walked over. He told me I had real talent. I was over the moon. During a break, we started talking and found out we had so much in common. We both hated carrot juice, loved cats, and were allergic to beef. It was uncanny. When I told him about my dream, he offered to be my mentor. "You have real potential," he said. "I'd like to take you on as my student." I promised him I wouldn't let him down. True to his word, Mr. Mark guided me, helped me practice, and got me into auditions. Before I knew it, I landed a role in a huge movie, acting alongside the top star, Solar. I was so nervous. At the first script reading, I was literally 1 minute late, and Sola immediately snapped at me. "Late on the first day seems like you don't take this seriously." Her stare could cut through steel. Working with her was a nightmare. "Do it again." That wasn't good enough. She made me redo one scene 5 times. Then 6. It felt personal, like she just had it out for me. I was so frustrated and overwhelmed. I poured my heart out to Mr. Mark, feeling like my dream was turning into a disaster. What was I supposed to do? "She's impossible." "Sola isn't a bad person. Don't see her that way." Easy for him to say he wasn't the one she was always pushing around. Later that day, we were filming an action scene. The director suggested I use a stunt double, but I really wanted to try it myself. I just had to be careful. Let a double do it. Don't overestimate yourself. I know my own limits. I ignored her and started climbing the rope, but the wall was covered in moss, and my hand slipped. Everything went black. When I woke up, I was in a hospital room, and to my shock, Sola was sitting there, holding my hand, her face etched with worry. But the second I opened my eyes, that look vanished. "I warned you and you didn't listen. Do you have any idea how much you've delayed the whole crew? So much for thinking she might actually care?" Just then, my grandma rushed in. "Pamela, are you all right?" "I'm fine, Grandma." She breathed a sigh of relief, but then she noticed Sola, and her expression completely changed. "Sola, how could you rest up and get back to work soon? I'm leaving." She stormed off, and I knew something was wrong between them. You two know each other. No, I must have mistaken her for someone else. Rest now. I'll go finish the paperwork. I watched Grandma walk away, but a gut feeling told me to follow. I found them talking in a quiet corner by the stairs. I tiptoed closer, just enough to hear, "Does she know you're her mother yet? She doesn't suspect a thing." I froze. Sola was my real mom, and Grandma hid it from me all these years. You were my mum. I'm sorry. I had my reasons. Why did you abandon me? Why have you been treating me this way? She just stood there, silent, her eyes heavy with guilt. She had no explanation. I see. After that day, Sola kept trying to reach out, but I ignored her. We still had to appear on a reality show together to promote our new film. I couldn't get out of it. Since we were the leads, we were paired up for the game segment. Now, it's time for the How Well Do You Know Each Other challenge. Let's start with Pamela and Sola. First question. What food do you both hate the most? This was hopeless. She probably didn't even know my favorite color. Whoa, both answers match. Carrots. It had to be a coincidence. Next question. Favorite color. I raised my board. Another match, red. It turned out we had more in common than I ever imagined. We even got the highest score. I turned away, not wanting this kind of connection. Next up was a cooking challenge. Clumsy as always, I spilled a pot of boiling soup. The hot milk froth splashed onto my hand, and the stinging pain was instant. Sola rushed over, immediately plunging my hand under cold running water. Then she gently blew on it, and honestly, it started to feel better. She looked like such a worried mom, her face had even gone pale. I quickly pulled my hand back, saying I'd just get some ointment. Her worried eyes shook me for a moment, and a part of me softened. But then the memory of being abandoned reminded me not to forgive so easily. The next day's challenge was a city scavenger hunt. I really didn't want to be her partner, so the moment she turned away, I slipped down another street. Not long after, a woman came running towards me, tears streaming down her face. She grabbed my arm, her expression desperate. "Please," she cried, "have you seen a little boy about 7 years old, brown hair, wearing a purple shirt?" "I haven't, ma'am," I replied. "Oh no, my son is lost." "Don't worry," I assured her, "I'll help you look." We searched every corner until late afternoon when we finally spotted him. He was holding a single rose, sprinting towards his mum. "I chased the flower truck forever," he exclaimed. "The lady gave me this rose for you, since you re the one I love the most." The woman hugged him tight, sobbing with relief. "Thank goodness you're safe. If anything happened to you, I couldn't go on." Watching them, I couldn't help but wonder, did my own mum ever worry about me like that? After they left, I realized I was completely lost, and to make matters worse, my phone was dead. Just great. Could this day get any worse? Just then, Sola appeared, looking pale and frantic. She pulled me into a hug, her body trembling. But I couldn't reach you. Thank heavens you're safe. I patted her shoulder gently. I'm fine. Don't worry. Come on, she said. Everyone's worried sick. Her warm hand wrapped around mine. I hesitated, then finally asked the question that had haunted me for years. Why did you abandon me? She froze, then let out a deep sigh. Years ago, I was forced to leave your father. It was only later that I discovered I was pregnant. I hid you away, hoping you could have a normal, peaceful life. I acted cold because I didn't want you dragged into the chaos of showbiz. I've been planning to retire so I could finally come back to you. Later, I asked, So, who's my dad? I don't want to talk about him anymore, she said quietly. If she didn't want to, I wouldn't press. Having my mum back was enough, but a few days later, a video of us hugging on the street exploded online. News of our relationship spread like wildfire. I'll hold a press conference, she declared, and tell them the truth. But it might hurt your career, I worried. You, she said, looking me straight in the eyes, matter more to me than that. At the conference, she faced every tough question head-on. Yes, she announced to the world, Pamela is my daughter. I'm sorry for hiding it all these years. If you want to know the full story, hit that like and subscribe to SDA. They call me the Makeup Witch of America. I can pull off any look, whether you want to serve hot girl energy or angelic innocence. I got you. That's why celebrities keep coming to me. So when Cindy, a top model, booked me for her wedding makeup, I knew I had to make her shine. We'd worked together before, so I already knew her skin was extra sensitive. I carefully picked products that wouldn't mess with her face and focused on making her the most stunning bride ever. Wow, I didn't think I could look this good. You're insane, Mabel. I'm glad you like it. I'm posting this on X. It's going to be so viral. Feeling great, I went home, but the next morning was nothing but chaos. My phone wouldn't stop blowing up. Half asleep, I checked the notifications. People were tagging me in a viral wedding video on TikTok with millions of likes. Cindy's face was everywhere. But instead of looking happy, she looked miserable. I feel awful. This makeup is so not me, and it's making my face itch like crazy. I need to get it off. To escape the drama, I decided to become someone else. I wiped my face clean, erasing every trace of my makeup. Then I went in with a fresh, bold new look. Dewy, glowy skin was gone. Now it's a flawless matte finish. I swapped out the soft glam for a fierce, jet black winged eyeliner. It's that cutesy red lipstick. Nah, we're going full-on midnight black, toss in a wig for extra drama. And finally, a gothic dress to tie it all together. Sweet, girly Mabel. She just left the chat, say hello to a full-fledged goth queen. From this moment on, I'm not Mabel, I'm Raven. Then things got even crazier. My mum took me to meet Pamela, a famous director. She asked about my dad. "Is your father Mark, the famous actor?" she asked. What were you two talking about? I saw a flicker of panic on my mum's face. No, that's not ... double quotes. Suddenly, the doors burst open. Mark strode in straight toward us. Yes, I'm Pamela's father. I froze. Dad had been close by all along. He turned to my mum. "If I'd known you were pregnant, I never would have left you alone. I'm so sorry, both of you." He wrapped us in his arms, cameras flashing all around, but we didn't care. What mattered was my family was whole again. That very day, my parents announced their retirement. They stepped back from the spotlight, promising to support me as I chased my dream. When filming wrapped, I came home to the smell of roast chicken. My parents were laughing together while Grandma knitted on the sofa. "You're home, sweetheart. Dinner's ready." I ran into her arms, my heart full. Finally, I had my own family. She grabbed a wipe, erased all my work, and did her own makeup on camera. My wedding is already 15 minutes late, all because of Mabel's makeup. The comments were brutal. Mabel ruined Cindy's wedding. Cancel her, oh my God, I was literally about to book Mabel to do my wedding makeup. Thank God I saw this video first. This girl does not deserve the title of makeup witch, more like a makeup disaster. Wait, hold up, didn't Cindy just say she loved the look? And now she's flipping the script. What's her angle here? I grabbed my phone and tried calling her, but of course, it went straight to voicemail. Later on, I posted a video to explain, but her fans went feral. My comments got spammed, my post got reported, and I had zero chance to clear my name. With no other choice, I decided to go straight to the source, Cindy Chic Beauty. If she wouldn't pick up, I'd find her myself. The second I reached the door, I ran straight into some guy. And before I could even react, he stepped in front of me, blocking my way. Sorry, but Mabel isn't allowed in. Oh, so that's the game we're playing. Cindy didn't even have the guts to face me. Fine, let's switch things up. "Cindy," I yelled, dashing for the entrance. I almost made it, but turns out this man wasn't stupid. He caught on fast and blocked me again. All right, this dude is not going to be easy to shake. Move. I need to talk to Cindy. Cindy doesn't want to see you. Please leave. Okay, new plan. Just as I turned to leave, I spotted a hiring poster on the door. Makeup intern wanted, $8 an hour. And just like that, my next move was set. I went home, wiped off my face, and gave myself a complete transformation. No one, and I mean no one, was going to recognize me. If Cindy doesn't want Mabel, then let's see how she feels about Raven. The next morning, I marched right back to Cindy Chic Beauty, and that same guy was standing at the entrance. Hey, I'm Raven, here to apply for the makeup intern position. Under his intense, borderline FBI level stare, I kind of started sweating. But lucky me, after giving me a once-over, he didn't seem to suspect a thing. Oh cool, I'm B's cosmetic formulation intern. I'll take you to meet the director. Just like that, I was in. As we walked, Bees chatted away, explaining my job. I'd be testing different beauty products, finding flaws in their formulas. But actually getting to Cindy was not easy. Bees was glued to my side, always making sure I was on task. Then, one day, he left to grab some product samples, and I made my move. I slipped out, heading straight for Cindy's office, and ran straight into Bees, who was carrying a whole box of foundation. Why was he back so fast? We're testing foundation today. Raven, can you grab the makeup remover from that shelf? We need to check how easily these come off. Got it. I stretched up on my tippy toes, reaching for the bottle on the top shelf. My hand bumped it, and before I could react, it tumbled down, the cap flew open, and bam, right onto my face. I gasped, instinctively wiping my face. And that's when I saw it. Foundation and mascara smudged all over my fingers. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Are you okay? Sort of. The remover spilled all over my face. I have to redo my makeup. Did it get in your eyes? Turn around, let me check. No, I have this really ugly birthmark, and I don't want anyone to see me without makeup. Can you just look away? Before he could respond, a voice boomed from across the room. Bees, did you finish that task I assigned you? I was frozen, but Bees grabbed my wrist, pulled me down behind the lab table, and shielded me from view. Then he stepped out to talk to the director. I didn't waste a second. Makeup bag out. Emergency routine on. By the time I fixed everything, the director had left. I stood up, turning to Bees with pure gratitude. You seriously saved me. Thank you. No biggie. From that day on, sweet, helpful Bees doubled down on his research, testing products that could create a natural finish while covering up my so-called birthmark. Watching him work so hard for me, yeah, the guilt was crushing. Raven, you should check out Mabel's makeup tutorials. I know she's caught up in some drama, but her techniques are fire. They'd really help you. She actually inspired me a lot. I almost told Bees the truth right then. I was this close. But before I could, a co-worker called us to the lobby. When we got there, everyone was waiting. Cindy, the director, the whole crew. Listen up, everyone. Our company is launching its first makeup line. We're building a massive PR campaign to promote it. My wedding video went viral, and people are asking about the products I used. Let's ride that wave and push our brand to the top. Wow, so this was Cindy's plan all along. She used me to create controversy just to hype up her products. It was all a setup. Speaking of Cindy's wedding, I'm disappointed in Mabel. She ruined Cindy's big day and hasn't even apologized. That stung. Even bees thought that, even after everything. He looked up to me, but he still thought I was the villain. Anger just boiled in my chest. Without saying another word, I stormed out. After a few days of thinking it over, I decided to go to Cindy's office for a real talk. It was time to clear things up. But when I got there, the office was completely empty. Just as I was about to leave, my eyes landed on a stack of documents on her desk. It was the ingredient list for Cindy Chic Beauty's new product line. With my experience, it took me exactly 2 seconds to spot the red flags. They were using cheap, low-quality ingredients that could easily cause skin irritation, and they were planning to sell this to the public. Feeling suspicious, I booted up her computer to dig for more dirt, and bingo. I found a clipped segment from Cindy's wedding video. In the footage, her face was breaking out in full-on disaster mode. It was red, inflamed, and covered in acne. "Oh my gosh, it itches," she cried. "Get my makeup remover now." And there it was, the proof. Cindy's skin reacted to her own makeup line. That's why she wiped everything off at the wedding, not because of me. I knew I had to expose her. There was no way I was letting Cindy get away with this. But just as I was about to leave, I heard a noise outside. I had no choice but to hide. The next morning, Cindy called me to her office. The second I stepped in, a security guard grabbed me tight. Before I could even react, Cindy strolled up, her phone in one hand and makeup remover in the other. With a smug smile, she started wiping my face. One cotton pad after another, stripping away my disguise. "Aha, everyone, take a good look," she announced. Cindy Chic Beauty's products are so good, even Mabel had to go undercover to steal our formulas. I checked the cameras last night and caught her snooping in my office. "Don't you dare twist the truth," I shot back. "Your makeup line is garbage, and you set up that wedding video just to sell your products. I know everything." "Oh, Mabel," she taunted, "do you have any proof? Because if not, I can sue you for defamation." Just then, the director barged in, looking as pale as a ghost. He handed Cindy his phone, his hand shaking. The second Cindy looked at the screen, her face drained of all color. How did these documents get leaked? She didn't even take anything. Her panic was delicious. The second the guard loosened his grip, I seized the chance. I stomped on his foot, twisted out of his hold, and stepped right up to Cindy. Surprised, I smiled, watching the sheer panic take over her face. "Okay, let's flash back to yesterday." The second I heard footsteps outside Cindy's office, I grabbed the person and yanked them into a hidden corner. It was Raven. "Raven, what were you doing here?" I asked. "Keep calm and listen," I said. "I'm not who you think I am. I'm Mabel. I had to go undercover to get to Cindy and find out the truth about her wedding." I told him everything I had discovered, every dirty little secret about Cindy Chic Beauty. Bees looked stunned. I swear it's the truth. These products are dangerous and we need to expose them before they hit the market. Do you believe me? He hesitated for just a second before his expression hardened. I'm in. But Cindy's office has cameras. We have to be smart. Follow me. So we snuck back into the building. Once we were inside her office, I wasted no time. I pulled out my phone and started snapping photos of everything: documents, lab reports, emails, every single bit of proof that this company was straight up scamming people. This morning, just as we planned, the internet absolutely exploded. Bees had helped me upload everything online, and Cindy, oh, she was losing it. She went live on a stream, clutching her phone, scrambling to do damage control. Her voice was shaky. Guys, please. This is all a setup by Maple. She's trying to destroy me. All honey bunches of nope. I couldn't let that slide. I stormed right up to her, snatched the phone out of her hands, and looked her dead in the eye. Then prove it. If your products are so amazing, go ahead. Use them right here, right now, in front of everyone. Cindy's face froze. I saw a flash of pure fear in her eyes, but she had nowhere to run. I mean, sure, what's there to be scared of? She grabbed her makeup set and started applying it, trying her best to keep her cool, but it was obvious she was terrified. Her hands were shaking so much she could barely hold the brush. 5 minutes in, the disaster began. Her face turned bright red. Angry, painful-looking splotches started popping up everywhere. She tried to keep it together, but within seconds, she was scratching at her skin like crazy. It's burning, it's burning. Someone get me makeup remover now. And just like that, it was all over. That live stream completely wrecked Cindy's career. Her company, Cindy Chic Beauty, went bankrupt almost overnight after the scandal. As for me, I was cleared of all the false accusations and finally got my reputation back. In fact, I'm actually even more famous now than I was before all this happened. And Bees, well, I should probably start calling him my boyfriend now. But we're even working on launching a brand new Honest Cosmetics line together. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Bye.